Hello everyone and welcome back to another music video. So this is week 7 in my 52 Essential Albums series. So this week we are looking at the Offspring's third album, Smash, released on April 8th, 1994. Some notable tracks on this are Bad Habit, Self-Esteem, Come Out and Play, and Gotta Get Away. So I first heard, I want to say, Come Out and Play probably in 1994, or saw it, I guess, technically, because it was a music video. But the music video for that song, and I remember thinking it was a pretty good song. I wasn't necessarily interested in getting the album at that time. So saw the music video, and then about a year goes by, and one of my friends was saying, "Oh, do you know the Offspring?" And I was like, "Well, I kind of know the one song, Come Out and Play," from I saw it like last year being 1994." And he's like, "Well, like that album is actually really awesome. He's like, I have that album, and a really good song on that album is Bad Habit. It's the third song or third track on that album." And it's basically all about like road rage. It's kind of interesting. It's not my favorite song on the album, but it was like a kind of like a nice introduction to the band because he played it for me, and I'm like, okay, yeah, this is cool because like I was like 15, and like there's a part in the song I'm not gonna repeat it here, but he basically talks about this like calling a guy a bunch of like foul names in this song. It's all, like I said, all kind of about road rage. And then we listened to the rest of the album, and I went out like the next time I hung out with him, we went to like a Sam Goody, and I ended up picking up the album for myself. I unfortunately don't have the album on me. It's actually at work in my CD wallet. It's one of the first CDs I remember just keeping in there, basically like perpetually. It's always been in there. So that's at work, and I think the CD case is in like a box somewhere. But I did go through and just wrote down all the tracks off of it here. So the first track is "Time to Relax." Not really a track; it's more like an introduction where this guy is like, kick your feet up and relax and listen, like enjoy the melodies of this album. Then it moves into Nitro or Youth Energy. Bad Habit, we already talked about that one. That's track 3. Gotta Get Away at track 4. Genocide is track 5. Something to Believe in, track 6. Come Out and Play, already discussed that. That's track 7. Track 8 is Self Esteem. Probably my favorite song on the album, maybe my favorite song from them. I don't really have a whole lot of other albums from them. I think I have like maybe like one or two other albums, but this is definitely like my favorite album from them. So that was track 8 with Self Esteem. It'll Be a Long Time is track 9. Killboy Powerhead, which is track I think 10, which I didn't know until today was actually a cover of or a song originally performed by a band called the Digits or Digits. I didn't know about that until I was just doing the research for this video. After that, I think it's track 11. I didn't number these, so yeah. So track 11 is What Happened to You. Track 12 is So Alone. Not the One is track 13, and then 14 is Smash. Interesting thing about Smash is like the song. I forget how many actual minutes the song is, but it has a hidden track about like halfway through. It'll start playing some instrumentals, and then at the very end of that hidden track, it's like a 10-minute long track overall. A lot of it is kind of just dead air, but it gets to the end and it plays a instrumental for Come Out and Play. And I remember one time I was at a bowling alley. We were waiting for a movie or something like that, and I put somebody in a jukebox. This was probably like the summer of 1995, and I think I put Smash on for some reason, and then didn't realize that like I put in money for like 3 songs. Um, I think it was like maybe even 3 songs off this album. It may have just been like Self Esteem, like Come Out and Play, and Smash. But the CD in the jukebox actually had the 10-minute long version of it. So like I think like whatever if I had any song after that, we didn't get to hear it because we had to go to the movie. But like it was actually like a 10-minute long song. Another interesting thing about this album like it's about 47, 48 minutes long. I think. Listen to it again today to kind of prepare for this video. Um, just overall great album. I remember, like I said, picking it up in 1995, and then this became my kind of my custom soundtrack for two, well, one computer game and one video game technically. I remember in 1995 I got a demo of Doom, the original Doom, and I think it was like the first like campaign or first like handful of levels. And this was my soundtrack to that game. Whenever I would play it, I would play this in the CD-ROM because I think it was like Doom was on disc, and I had the CD-ROM, was able to just play the music off of that. So I did that, and then about 9 years later when I picked up an Xbox, the original Xbox. Burnout 3 was one of the first games I picked up for that. It was like Halo 2 and Burnout 3 were like my first two games on the original Xbox. And the original Xbox had support for custom soundtracks. So my soundtrack to Burnout 3 was this album as well, especially with the song Bad Habit, which is basically all about road rage. So it kind of like fit the theme of the game, which is like it's a racing game, but you're also trying to cause like cars to crash and stuff like that. But this is just like a really good album. It's like kind of like it's a rock album, but it's mostly like kind of like punk rock. Like I said, Self Esteem is probably my favorite song on here overall. Like whenever it's like Self Esteem comes on, it's just like always a great song. Come Out and Play is really good. I like other like so I talking about Bad Habit. Gotta Get Away is pretty good. I remember there being music videos for at least three of those. Like I think Self Esteem, Come Out and Play, and Gotta Get Away all got music videos. I don't know if any of the other songs on here got them or not. But Genocide is also pretty good. Um, and then like just the entire album is pretty solid overall. Definitely my favorite album from them. Definitely worth checking out. It's like a pretty good punk rock album. I think it's their last like I think a couple of the other albums like after this were just okay. And then like I know like there's like Americana and I think like Ixnay on the Hombre came out after this, and then Americana came out after that. And I think Americana is probably like the last one I remember like listening to because the last one I really kind of actually liked, but it had like like Pretty Fly for a White Guy on it. But this is Smash for me is easily their best album, my favorite at least. But that's gonna do for this video. We'll be back again next week with a different album. Again, that's gonna do for now. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Thanks again for watching. Take care and have a good one.